Cappies, oh my Cappies, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Cappies, y'all got the hunter and the vow, the venom and the ocean, the box, the warrior, and the desert. I feel like this charging in for something and being met with a whole lot of limitation. You know, Cappies, you can be on either side of the story. So take what resonates, how it resonates, and leave the rest. But I just kind of feel like this every time you run off at the mouth, your box got smaller. Your opportunity dwindled. I don't know. I kind of feel like you guys picked a fight with the wrong person, and it didn't go well. It didn't go in your favor. And for some of my Cappies, maybe somebody picked the wrong fight, picked a fight with you, and you were like, nah, it's the wrong person. You know what I mean? Take what resonates, how it resonates, and leave the rest, because these are general reads. But this is a lot of ick. And I feel like, well, I mean, the venom is the idea of nasty for the sake of nasty. The warrior is the idea of being triggered. And I almost feel like being triggered by something and then like in a state of being triggered, running off at the mouth. And I don't know why, I just feel like wrong person, wrong place, wrong time. Because what I feel like you thought you were going toward ended up not being, I mean, the desert is the idea of a mirage, right? Like you reach for something and it's not there. And I just kind of feel like you had this idea that you were going to reach for something and it was going to be there, and you know, it was going to be this point of balance for you, but I just feel like it wasn't there. And I feel like when it wasn't there, it triggered you, and it, whatever that triggered state was for you, like it, I don't think that you necessarily handled it well. Somebody in this story didn't handle it well. Somebody was triggered and running off at the mouth. And I just feel like words are spells. And be careful what you speak over yourself. You know what I mean? Be careful what you speak over others. Be conscious of the intention. Where is the energy coming from? Is it coming from a triggered place or a place of sincerity? Cappies. Got a lot of cards. Well, you have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups, and I feel like, I mean, this feels like a call to action, like it's time to go. But I kind of feel like you're getting an opportunity. I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is the Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, this is like a financial opportunity, right? A financial partnership that really, I just feel like empowers you. And I feel like that was in one of your reads before too. But whatever it is, I feel like it's a call to action, and maybe you have to travel for it. Maybe you have to do something for it. And there's a little bit of like I almost feel like this, I have to like push myself to do this thing. Because I feel like your energy feels really low. And maybe you're not, you know, like you're carrying it well, but like what's there is very low. It's like an emotional hangover. That's what that feels like. Um, but I feel like no sooner do you have this emotional hangover, then maybe it's what motivates you to go in this direction, because you're like, well, I still promised myself balance. I still promised myself peace. I still promised myself all of these things. So I'm going to go for what provides me with those things, right? And I feel like whatever it is that's providing you with those things is something that ends up being very lucrative for you. And I love that. I mean, it could be a job, right? And you're like, I don't really want to do this job anymore. You know, it's starting to really upset me. Like I'm coming home and I'm still unhappy when I'm at home, and like I feel drained, like energetically, because I know some of my Cappies out there who are healers, and you go in and you're dealing with energy all day long, and you go and you're tired at the end of the day, and it leaves you feeling triggered, and it starts to affect other areas of your life. And maybe you're really starting to recognize like why that is, how you keep getting caught in that cycle, and have that as a point of motivation to go in a direction that just doesn't feel so exhausting to you energetically. Because if it's exhausting to you energetically, then that's an energy of lack. And so you need to adjust accordingly, right? Six of Wands, I love that. Three of Cups, love that too. Five of Wands, makes sense to me. The Five of Wands is parting ways. So like maybe you're quitting your job. Maybe you're, I don't know what else. However that resonates for you as an individual, because obviously these are general reads and it can resonate in a number of ways. Sorry, I'm like, my eye is so itchy. Contacts are dry. I need to order more contacts. Anyway, sorry. There's something that's ending, but whatever it is it's ending, I feel like whatever it was that was triggering you, right? Whether it was like the work environment, a community of people, a relationship, whatever it was for you, it was triggering you, and it was leaving you feel really exhausted. And so when you stop with that energy, then you're able to refocus your energy into positivity, into like boosting that low level energy. Like when one door closes, another one opens, right? And I just kind of feel like trust in that, trust in the process, call on your magic, go in the directions that are meant for you. And I feel like that's what you're doing. I just kind of think maybe you're like, it takes energy to pull yourself up out of a slump, no matter who you are. And I just feel like a need for concerted level of energy to pull yourself out of a slump. Cabbies. Okay. Yeah, Ten of Wands, Nine of Swords, just feeling like there's too much to deal with. You can't, I just feel like the sense of like emotionally exhausted. I'm mentally and emotionally exhausted. But I feel like, again, partnering with people to do things that you love, that enable you to really create and manifest what you want to celebrate, right? Because you don't want to just celebrate what other people are celebrating if it doesn't incite that spirit of celebration within you. And I feel like that's almost like what you're seeking. You're like, I need that energy, that spark of excitement. I feel like that's what's missing, is that emotional hangover, is that spark, and you're looking for that spark. But I think you'll find it when you start focusing on what brings you your spark, because that's where you'll find your, like that's where you'll find whatever it is that you're seeking. Okay, Cappies. The Lover. Well, I love that, Cappies. Some of my Cappies could be getting into a relationship. Some of my Cappies could just be really doing something that you love, right? If you have a passion project, if you have something that you're really invested in, that will incite that passion within us, right? Because you can tell when people are passionate about things that they talk about. Their eyes light up, their energy gets brighter and lighter. You know what I mean? There's just this like, oh, it's so lovely to be in an energy of people who are passionate about what they're doing. Cappies, I feel like you're entering into an energy of passion, leaving behind an energy of depletion and stepping into an energy of excitement. And I love that for you. I hope so very much that this does resonate with you. If it does, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye.